What up, world, man? It's your man, J5TH, 1/3 of the Patio PolitiCz. We live and locked in. Look, we got a very beautiful, dope show today, man. The title of today's show is called Sweet Tea. All right? Sweet Tea. It may sound short and simple, man, but we're going to get into some deep stuff, man, when we come back right after the theme. So stay locked, and right after I come back, we'll be back with the guest, man, right here on the Patio PolitiCz. Let's get it.
We hope you stay a while, cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. Cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like, yeah. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. I said it's right for life. Come in with the shows that you like. We trying to be the best on the mic. DJ playing cuts that you like, yeah. It could be the start of your day, or maybe just the end of your night. But if you're rocking with us, Patio PolitiCz is gonna do you right. Oh, cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life, yeah. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. Cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. We hope you stay a while.
And we're going to get your ass. We're going to drag you up in here. That's what's going to happen if you don't stay a while. Yeah. So, man, look. I had the pleasure of meeting this beautiful young lady, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope she's single because I don't want her dude tripping on me saying, that nigga done said too beautiful. Nigga, what's going on over there? You feel me? Is y'all glowing over there? You got the lighting, you know, the candles, all that. Like, what's going on over there? But nah, this beautiful lady I had the privilege of meeting when we had a panel. It was a very, very dope, and on the left side of her, aggressive panel, because sad to say she was stuck in the middle between our rider Sid. Shout out to Sid and my brother Sid, man, it was getting aggressive, and I'm watching her from this point of view, and like Sid is just aggressive with it, and she just kind of like politely, you know, sisters, man, like they can keep your distance. And I couldn't laugh on the show. I had to tell her to calm down because we was having some deep discussions with it, man. And one of the debates was about Bobby Brown being the king of R&B currently. Concurring, you know, so he got real aggressive about that when we politely disagreed. But anyway, man, without further ado, I'd like to bring to you the beautiful Jasmine Sweet.
I make my own noise.
Yes. What's happening, sweetheart?
Hey, how are you?
Man, I am
Good
blessed.
to be back.
Yes, glad to have you back.
Thank you.
Ain't got to worry about you doing no leaning. You comfortable now? We got Sid ain't coming in.
So much space.
Yes.
It feels great in here.
Yes.
It feels wonderful. I got my margarita.
Yes.
Jasmine.
Yes.
Tyree done gave me a rundown. I had a countdown from Jasmine and from you, low key.
Oh yeah, low key.
But I'm good.
I'll get that disclaimer before you come on the show because I need to know, man. I be going for the juggler, so I need to know what it is, right? But you good though?
Yes, I'm good. I'm all right. Thank
Man,
you.
so are you born and raised from the city?
Okay, so born in Harbor City.
Hey, shout out to Harbor City.
I lived in Inglewood till I was about 4.
Shout out to Inglewood.
Raised in Lawndale, small city.
Shout out to Lawndale.
South Bay area. And I now reside in Gardena.
Okay. Which so what high school did you go to?
View Park Preparatory Accelerated Charter High School. You're going to get
a
the whole thing.
Damn.
Okay?
Let's shout out to them. Where's that, in Lawndale, or where's that at? Like,
it's off of Crenshaw and Saucing.
Wow.
Yeah. We were right across the street from the Marathon store. Across the street from Master Burger.
What?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm
that lot.
Okay.
So it's 2 gas stations, but we were right across from the Shell gas station.
Wow. Yeah. So accelerated learning.
Yes.
So you didn't go to Crenshaw?
I did not. My parents were really tight on public school for us.
And did they explain to you why? Did you have any situation where you're like, Mom, I want to go to Crenshaw?
No, you know what? I didn't really give pushback on their decision as far as school went, because I trusted them, one. And two, I was kind of good with private school. I went to private school from like kindergarten to 8th grade. And
okay.
From there, I went to charter.
Okay. So you used to that private learning.
Yeah.
And because, well, see, I was going to ask you, what do you think is a major difference between public and private? But if you never went to public, like, so could you answer that?
Yeah, kinda. Okay, so I told you private school, kindergarten to 8th grade, but it was really till 5th. I went to public school for 1 year, 6th grade. And
you didn't go to Audubon, did you?
No, okay. No, I went to a local public school in Lawndale.
Okay.
So, it wasn't that very many of us.
Yeah.
It was mostly Hispanic, a few, like a sprinkle of white kids, but for me it wasn't hard to excel, but I can definitely see how one could possibly not, because there's so many kids, and you get drowned out, and you may not get that attention that you may expect or want to from not only teachers but even like TAs or your principal, or
how many students is it per class in the private? Like, because I know in public you looking at a good 30 to 40.
You said where?
30 to 40 kids per class.
For public?
Yes. At Fremont, you might get 50 in a class.
Oh, no. That was our graduating high school class. It was 75 of us.
What?
Yeah.
So how many per class? Like 15? What?
Yeah, about that maybe. Okay. And then they like split us up into advanced.
Wow.
And yeah. So we had there was this one teacher. He taught at Harvard Westlake. So we would always get that Harvard Westlake lecture, and I came here to teach you guys. And that the charter high school we were predominantly black.
Wow. You hear that, T? Harvard. LA, baby. Yeah. So after high school, what college you went to?
I went to CSUN for a year. Okay,
shout out to CSUN. Yes.
And because I was a sheltered child, like I was telling them earlier, I let loose. I'm not ashamed of it.
Nah, don't be.
But I mean, I'm taking care of business now. I'm okay. I'm doing fine for myself.
So you was wilding out. Yeah.
I mean, I was in the dorms. I was, and CSUN was a party school. Yeah. Every day you can find.
So I've heard
something. Every day you can find somebody doing something.
Now, when you say shelter, meaning both your parents were together, are they still together?
They are still together.
Man, shout out to the parents. Come on, man.
Since
Black
high
love.
school.
Yes, high school sweethearts.
That's Fremont.
Dope. Fremont? Oh my God. Yes. See, we got something in common. My parents are high school sweethearts too. Oh. They went to Garbage Monroe, T. That's out there in Northridge, Monroe High School. James Monroe. Yeah, I'm just saying. I'll let you claim Northridge to be, so yeah, that's what I said. But yeah, that's cool. So you wasn't getting into no trouble before college? Everything was just...
No, I was a good girl. I was a good child.
That's great parenting.
I was a good child. Yeah, we didn't have any scares. My mom used to put fear in me because she used to work she still works for county. She's a registered nurse, PHN now. She has her master's. But she used to work in a health clinic in Watts.
Oh, wow.
So she would come home and
you better not be doing.
She would come home and tell me stories like, I just had a girl. She wasn't supposed to tell us, of course. Yeah. She was like, I had a girl come into my clinic today, and she got herpes. She got syphilis.
Oh,
and
gosh.
She's only 15, and she got 3 kids and a 4th one. And I was just like, okay. So she's like, and I keep telling you to wait to have sex, and I didn't lose my virginity, so I literally I would listen to her, and it was imprinted in my brain, but I didn't have sex till I was 18 and out of high school.
There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Mom did good.
Yeah, you got something that jump on the meat wagon early.
Right.
Early. So, and now just being older, do you think that was a proper way of your mom doing that to you, like expressing those?
I mean, it wasn't traumatizing, so I'm not against it.
Yeah, real talk.
I would
think
definitely
it was good parenting.
probably do the exact same thing, because it wasn't just a talk, like it was lessons. She had books.
Yeah, real
talk.
talk.
Sit me down, show me how things looked and what to watch out for and all of that.
And I know just working out there and watch, she's seen a lot of stuff, man. So how did you get into the whole music?
Oh,
which parent, both or like?
No, so my grandparents, both sides, mom and dad, heavy into music. On my mom's side, it's more so, more like family reunion kind of type deal.
Yeah.
So every time we would go to their house or we would all get together, they're always playing different kinds of music. And then for my father's side, his mom and dad were both singers. Wow. So I can't sing a lick at all, but it's okay. Yeah. No. So that was also my thing. So staying at their house when we were little, and waking up and dancing and singing and just having good times with them. That was my way. But as an adult, I went to El Camino, Compton, for music business. I took a music business class. Wow. And from there, the director took a liking to me. And he ended up hooking me up with someone that was already in the industry, but was building his studio. Yeah. Dr. Clisby, shout out to you. In Hollywood. So I went first day of internship, and Chris Brown walks in, and I'm like, oh.
Was you a Chris Brown? Was you a CB real fan?
Yeah, but I'm not super fangirl over
like screaming and doing all that.
I'm like, no.
To where he walk in, you screaming like, okay.
No, like he walked past me, and I was standing there like this, and he walked past me, go straight into the studio, and he's like, hey, what's up? And I was like, oh, not too much. How are you? He's like, I'm fine. And just did his runs and his warm-ups as he was walking into the studio. And that was that.
That's cool.
But from there, I kept networking. And then I had a friend who was starting his own show called Unplugged LA. And from there, we did one show. And I called him up and was like, we gotta have something where it's only the best of the best walking.
Don't go into Unplugged it. Don't even go into
Okay. All right. Well, that's it.
All right.
That's how I got my start. Like networking, staying on top of stuff, whether it's DM, whether it's in person, or even helping out with a task. The small things, like, they work. Yeah. And I don't think people really
don't know that. And right? They do. And because I don't want to get on Unplugged, we're going to say that for the next day. I want to talk about this first year in college, man. Being sheltered. What was them days like, man? So you talking about your own dorm. You said it's a party school.
I wasn't like crazy wild. It was just a whole new world for me, because I can leave. Right. I can leave when I want to. We weren't like... We had curfew, but they weren't checking for us like that. Like, RAs were on top of it. If they did hear of 10 people to a dorm or something, then you're like, you gotta go. But we literally would leave that dorm and go to another dorm.
So was it any cool RAs who wasn't just by the book? Top
was there? I think I was in building 7. Yeah, we were by the back. We were literally outside of the basketball courts. So I don't ours.
See, they could. Okay. I couldn't be an RA because I'll be running that shit like the Carter on New Jack City.
Oh, no, they were. You had cats that swimming the dub.
Now the feds would have been coming. Yeah, it would have been crazy. What you mean? Well, I mean, ditching school or just waking up saying, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna go today."
It wasn't even like I wasn't ditching school. It was just I wasn't focused.
Yeah.
I wasn't focused. I didn't study like I should have. I did go to class, but I didn't study like I should have.
Yeah. And I think too, that's I don't want to say like a non-benefit of being sheltered or having both parents, because once we get out that gate, it's kind of like, shit, I'm here, I'm about to wild out. Like,
right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Opposed to everybody else who may grow up in single parent homes with their grandparents who've been wilding out. Once we get to that stage, we really cut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So was that your first time experiencing drinking and things of that nature, or what?
I don't think I drank till I was 21.
Really?
Yep.
Damn, so you was just...
I was good. I was just outside.
Super good girl.
Yeah, I was just outside. I told you, my mama put the...
It's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with it, because the stories I be hearing about C-Son, I gotta ask you.
Yeah, no, I wasn't wild like that. Like, I know those stories can get wild, for sure, but no.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel Mom Duke's patience came from C-Son. So, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, he didn't.
No, real spill, man. So, why you only went there for a year, though?
Because I got stomped out. Like, I couldn't go back. Damn. My grades weren't good.
So what did you transfer to?
32 now. I could be honest about this.
Yeah,
I got stomped out.
Yeah. You just said, fuck it?
I said, fuck it.
So what did you get into after school?
What did I do after school? Oh, okay. So to take it a step further, I got a job. Mm-hmm. And I believe I was I was an office assistant for a while at my high school.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to the high school.
And my parents was like, "You need a car," so my dad went and bought me a car.
And Pops bought you a car, man? Shout out to Pops, man.
I only had to pay for to put the gas in the car.
What? I hope you never was on E. Don't tell me you ran out of gas before.
Absolutely, I was running the streets. I hadn't been outside. I was running the streets.
What kind of car was it?
Oh my God, I can't stand that car. I love it and hate it at the same. It was a Ford Focus.
Okay.
It was a 08 Ford Focus, and I hated it before I even got it. My cousin had the same car.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say that.
And hers was like breaking down all the time, and I did not want those problems at all. But I ended up having those problems. So.
They was pushing out them Ford Focuses like how they do Priuses and things of that nature. You can't drive without seeing like 10 Prius. Yeah, man. For real. Like, for real. So you went from that job, and I know, how did you get into, like, the whole school teaching, paralegal?
Okay. So that was a little bit later on down the line. I got hired at the law firm 2012.
Okay.
And my uncle's husband at the time was a senior partner of the firm. So they brought me on.
Ah, okay.
And I was there. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like,
go ahead.
I was me and one other lady. We were the only 2 black dots. It was in Encino.
Ooh.
Jewish.
Yeah,
older,
I was about to say that.
You know.
You got to be on your shit when you are complexion out there. I know. Yeah, I know.
They pick and choose who they want to like.
Who they want to deal with and
be
accept.
cool
Real
with.
talk.
Yeah.
Real
so,
talk.
because I've had a few run-ins with them. Like, you pick and choose when you want to discipline or who you want to discipline and all of that. So, but as soon as they told me they were opening an office in Orange, I said, "Oh, yep, I'm out." It was a smaller office. I think it was probably 2 attorneys and maybe 3 people for support staff, clerical. It was great. It was perfect.
Gotcha.
The traffic was great versus the 405 to 91 to 5. And even learning at the Orange office was even better for me as well.
And you said it was smaller, so I'm certain it was more intimate than the Encino joint.
Right. Encino had, I want to say, 6 to 7 attorneys. And there were like maybe 3 to 4 secretaries, and there were probably like 2 legal clerks.
Okay. So real quick, because I got a deep question for you after every segment.
Oh boy.
Let me see. Okay, I got one, right? So what would the 32-year-old Jasmine tell the 18-year-old? No, the 21-year-old Jasmine. Sweet. Yeah, I just give it up when you start drinking.
Oh man.
If you can go back and give her any like piece of advice.
Advice? Can it be encouraging?
Yes. It
I would honestly tell myself I'm proud of myself. It's all a learning experience. It's they're lessons, so you're not failing anything. There's nothing to fail.
Real talk.
That's about it.
Sure?
Yeah, everything is a lesson. Every person that you come across will not be your friend. Every person that you help will not be a friend.
Yes.
And that's okay.
Yes, it is.
It's okay because you're still here. You're still learning, and you're going to make friends. And you're going to make new associates and acquaintances and business partners. It's not the end of the world.
It's not. And many people come into your life for reasons, seasons, and then you got the chosen few that be in there for a lifetime.
Exactly.
So like y'all said, man, I mean, like Jasmine said, lessons. We ain't taking no L's. The only L's we taking is lessons and love, all right? We'll be back, man, in a tick with the Patio PolitiCz, Jasmine Sweet, and your man J5TH. Yes, sir.
All smiles, no trouble. If you rollin' with me, ain't no nigga like me. I'ma show you, baby, I'ma make you mine. All smiles, no trouble. If you rollin' with me.
My mom passed away when I was 14, so I ended up getting like 4 other moms. And I took from each one. And as I saw their characters, it taught me how to grow into a woman.
The biggest obstacle and challenge that I faced along the way is self-sabotage.
I'm constantly growing. I've made mistakes. I've made things that I've had to go back and correct. That's all part of the process.
Because of my dark skin and my thick thighs and my big booty. For a long time, I fed into what Hollywood or America said that I wasn't.
I hate people say that you're not gonna do that, you're not gonna be able to make it, you're not good enough. That inspires me.
I really follow the cats in the game that stick to code, ethic, just morals.
I like to humble myself in front of people to show them that it can be done.
What I feel that sets me aside is having God by my side, because He is the one that makes me unique, and He is the one that gives me the strength in order to make myself seem unique.
You trust me? Come here. I want to help you ease your anxiety if you allow me to. I think it's magical how kisses slow down time. I can make your spirit move at the pace of the earth when your lips meet mine. Life is so much better when you slow down. We so in a rush just to go nowhere when the best place to be is right here, making a positive out of all the negatives.
Dr. King, he was love. Malcolm X, he was love. Love in this business will get you killed. You have to set an example. You have to draw a line. When they see that line, and if they cross it, there will be hell to pay. They must know that.
Kenneth.
So, Ejima, tell us about your experience.
My experience here is wonderful.
Cut.
You came right in and nailed it. You're amazing. They're amazing. Are those real?
You know I'm gonna give their ass a piece of my mind as soon as I go in there. Mm-hmm. Ashe, Queen, Ashe.
Hi, I'm Ujima. You must be Lil Dick, huh?
Remember Consuela? Who? Foreign estate student who stayed with me for like 4 years?
He asked me to dance. I said no. He said yes. I said no. He said yes.
I have an audition tomorrow and I was hoping you can possibly help me go over my lines.
Still smoking now?
No, this ain't for me. It's for my friend. You remember Courtney from school?
Everybody call me Mister, but you can call me Man.
Man?
Yeah, last name Bingo.
I don't know about y'all, but I love my city. I wouldn't leave it for nothing in the world. And I'm still the same old Ujima. I gotta get my shit together and together fast.
Yes, we back. Patio PolitiCz, man. Shout out to LP, the host, DJ and J. They're not here with us physically, but they are in spiritual essence, man. So shout out to them. Jazz, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I actually wanted to say, I was looking forward to seeing LP. We used to run the KJLH halls together.
What?
Every now and then, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
see, now we gotta get you. Now we gotta get you back. Damn you, LP. God damn, man. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. That's dope. So you was doing radio there or what?
I was just going in, networking, Pee-wee.
You are the networking queen, man. Look. So your accolades now, it's not based on college stuff, right? It's just so in the music business class, exactly. Were they teaching you the importance of networking, or was it just specifically on music as a business?
No, honestly, what separates me from a lot of people are my hospitality skills. Like, I make sure that I treat everyone with respect.
That's right.
Everyone who walks in, whoever is helping, because the people that do the heavy lifting, that put stuff together for us, like, they matter. They're the ones that, we have come back, and they're the one that pieces it all together. So, hospitality, making sure everybody's good, from who walks through the door, who leaves. Thank you for coming. So good to see you. If something happens, we apologize for any and all inconveniences. Let me go get you a drink.
Yeah, all the troubleshooting.
Let me sit you down. Like, that's what set me apart from a lot of people.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You seem like you have a very understandable personality. Like, you're really great at understanding. Now you good, and that you're really compassionate for people. To speak on hospitality now, how do you deal with, or how do you deviate or navigate around people that don't meet you in that peaceful state while you're giving that hospitality in the field that you're in?
Okay, well,
because I know it came across you probably.
Yeah, I actually had to deal with this past Saturday. I coordinated a fashion week show downtown LA, and we had a few people who were upset, understandably, and I wanted to do whatever I could to, make them okay. Okay, look, let me walk you over here. Let me get you a glass of wine. Let's go sit you down. I do apologize for this. So I do try to, to be, like you said, understanding. I try to see it from their point of view.
Exactly.
Which is important. Exactly. It's important because if you don't think about the consumer, what do you really have?
You gotta have, that's real talk. And a lot of people don't go into that with that spirit of thinking like the customer's right, the consumer is right, or anything, or we go into it with our own perspective or our own emotion into that hospitality field. So when we kind of got a bad energy because we see their facials, we know it's about to be some shit. We kind of take that.
Right.
We take that.
We see it from when they were about to walk up.
You see the mannerisms. Yep.
Or even like preparing yourself because you know what they're going to ask of you. So it's just like, okay, well, stay calm.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, I paid for X, Y, and Z, and it's just like, I understand that. I apologize. I do apologize from the bottom of my heart. Like, I understand you paid this amount of money. Mm-hmm. You expected this because this is what was told to you. Mm-hmm. We want to get those things over to you. Unfortunately, we do not have them tonight.
Now, have you ever been met with somebody that's just, no matter how you do your greatest to accommodate them, it's just not working? Okay, I can get you a glass of wine or a drink. I don't even drink that. Then, okay, I can sit you right here. I don't want to sit in the front. You know
I don't think I've ever
I'll get you tickets to the next show. I want to come to the next show.
I don't know if I've ever ran into a consumer or guest
that's like that. It's like, well, nigga, what you want, nigga?
You know what? You know what I'm blessed with? I'm blessed that people can sort of feel my vibe.
Yeah.
Like, it's sincere. And they can feel sincerity.
Like your presence speaks louder than your words.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't really have trouble in that field like that.
That's a blessing.
Yes. Amen.
That's a blessing. Shout out to that, man. Because I know that can wear and tear. It can fuck up a night. It can do a lot of things. So being able to have people energy meet yours is, and also to your teacher. So you think that has a lot to do with just your patience with people? Don't tell me.
I don't want to say.
Tell me you mean.
I'm not a teacher. I wouldn't say that. I believe it all goes back to my upbringing. Mm-hmm. The village. My mom, my dad, their parents, my grandparents, cousins, aunties, uncles. That all stems from that.
And that's why I would say, too, I wouldn't even call it sheltered. It's like more of a safe haven and protective force that's been around you your whole life that we may deem as being sheltered because there's a lot of other badasses that was growing up around us, you feel? Shout out to them. They get one horn. You know what I'm saying?
Living their life.
Nah, real talk. And we used to have to sit back and but it was all for a reason. So how important do you think that is in the Black community to have that type of village? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's important because that it could affect your confidence.
Yes.
It could affect your self-esteem. You walk into a room, you want people to feel you. Mm-hmm. You don't want to come off as, up, although that always happens with me.
Yeah.
I got called a princess the other day because I walked in and sat down and got to work. You're a princess.
You're a princess.
Like, yeah,
just
okay.
Just from that, sitting down.
Yeah, just walking in and sitting down. Well, excuse me, princess. Okay.
So they hit you with those.
Yeah, like so people being funny.
Yeah.
Or trying to jab at you.
Oh yeah, of course. And I think it's so important, man, what you guys were doing, and we ain't gonna use this segment yet for that, but Unplugged, because just the music.
Yeah.
To bring back that unity of Black love.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because now we're just in a day and age where it's a rarity to have high school sweethearts, even college sweethearts, or things of that nature. So how do you think we can get back to that? Minus Unplugged or any music related things or movies. How do you think us as people can get back to that?
To being sweethearts or being like love, like being as lovers, a community.
Man. Not as a community, as couples. Man and women.
Well, couples aren't my strong suit.
Oh, why is that? You a heartbreaker?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I get my heart broken.
What sign are you?
I'm a Cancer.
Uh-oh. Shout out to the Cancers.
I'm a Cancer, but as of lately, dating has sucked. Before, it sucked even then. But there's a lot of, I don't even want to say miscommunication because they don't even communicate.
They don't communicate.
It's a lot of hiding.
Yep.
There's a lot of
misconceptions.
Misconception is like what? What do you
like just with standards and just everything, and just now you can tell a personality of a person looking at their IG.
Yeah.
The real talk. You can see if a father's a good and don't get me wrong, you do have some great actors and actresses who don't know they have that talent, but that can put on that facade. But it seems like that's what it's about. Like, let me follow this person on Facebook, IG, and I'm gonna go through their whole thing to see their whole life story. and I'm a base. You know how I deal with them according to that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it took away the essence of just maybe sitting down having a romantic, platonic dinner and just being honest and transparent with each other. It ain't that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I was asking. Well, you said your dating life sucks. So I don't.
Sucks. No, I've had guys back to back date me, and then their girlfriends pop into my DMs.
Oh, no horn. Oh,
and
my God.
It's been like a back-to-back thing. And I actually proposed a question on my Instagram story recently. Like, what do you mean when you say women are choosing the wrong men? Because I hear that a lot. And it's like, how am I choosing the wrong guy if the guy is telling me, I don't know this person from like before, but if he's telling me or he's showing me what he is now, how am I supposed to like?
Now, are on these days, are you asking them, are they single?
I asked them that before we go on the date.
So they just scoundrels, huh?
Single, in a relationship. Are you married? I had a married man hide his kids and his wife for 3 years.
What?
Yes.
Dang.
And still came back after I found out.
Damn. That's heavy. I'm sitting here thinking about it like, damn. Cause I would love to elaborate on it, but it'd take the turn off of what we supposed to really be.
No, it's fine. That's another conversation for another day.
Now, okay, let me ask you this. Now, do you think it's the type of men you're attracting?
See,
it's just a question.
I get that question too.
Yeah, I gotta ask. I'm just asking.
The type of man that I'm attracting.
Because I often tell people sometimes.
I don't know.
Sometimes we attract what we are. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Sometimes, and
no, yeah.
Sometimes,
yeah,
it may apply to. I know it applies to me a lot of times. I attract a lot of psychos. I've been
actually thinking about that a lot lately, because I mean, I appear to look well, like you said, on Instagram, on Facebook, but in reality, it's like, I still have my little struggles, my little things that I go through, but. I feel like I always get the representative.
That's deep. Now elaborate on that. But for the ignorant.
The representative is the great person, the best version
of them,
of yourself that you can make appear to believe. So I get a lot of it's a lot of representatives. They're this way, they're great, they communicate in the beginning, we hang out, we go on dates, we talk, we get into deep conversation, I'm learning about you, you learn about me, I help you with X, Y, and Z, you help me with X, Y, and Z, and then boom, communication slows down.
What about red flags? Do you catch any red flags? Come on, Jazz.
I definitely catch them now. Now that I'm 32. But, every now and then, they get sneaky and they come up with different ways to hide.
Hide their red flags.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, because I know a lot of wolves. I'm one myself. I'm gonna duck them red flags. You probably ain't gonna see them year 4 or 5. Then it's too late for you to leave a nigga. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm just being real. So you got to watch out for them wolves, man. You have to. And you have to be, if I can say, representative proof. You got to check that shit out the gate. Yeah.
How you do that?
Maybe you need
share that.
Maybe you need a representative to talk to their representative. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like playing.
Yeah, it's
what they call it, dress up, makeup. I don't like playing that.
I wouldn't really call it. I would say it's more like a bulletproof vest. Got a lot of officers that out there. I don't need that shit. I could take. You can't take 50 bullets to the chest. I'm gonna keep it real. I think that's too much. It makes but you need it. You never know when you might get hit in the line of fire. You get what I'm saying? And then too, you're a rarity because you don't have any kids, right?
Nope.
Oh yeah, they coming. They coming by the droves. They coming. They coming in. Good thing that you remember what your mom said, because they coming to impregnate and detonate. Real talk. And I only can tell you, because I tell people, man, when you know that term that people say, wolf dressed in sheep's clothing. Mm-hmm. Nah, I'm a wolf in wolf's clothing. And you know, oftentimes when you tell a woman that at a date, she'll start giggling. She think it's funny. Again, till the third year, and she like, this is crazy. Like, yeah. Like I told you on the first day, you thought it was funny.
Right.
So those red flags do appear, but you know.
No, they do, and I keep a mental note.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, is this going to continue? Because if it does, then I know. But see, when I do call them out on it, like, well, you said or you did this. Is this what this? And I'm just, and they're like, oh no, like, like the other day, this guy hit me. He was like, oh, because we were supposed to hang out, and he didn't hit me the whole day. And I said, hey, what's up? How are you? I hope you're okay. I haven't heard from you. I go on his Instagram story. He's at the museum.
See, don't say he was out at the.
I went to the museum with my family. I don't ever hear you talk about family trips.
Like, nigga, now you into art in the museum? Did you see his family in the thing? Like in the.
Listen.
Hey,
you know how you're trying to be like,
fellas, we gotta stop this shit. So don't get mad at me.
No,
like,
you
gotta
trying
stop.
to be what is that? Inspector Gadget. And if they're standing in front of a picture or a glass or some sort, you try and look to see like they're recording the glass. Nah, but I'm looking like, who is that little short person on the side of you?
See, no, I ain't even gonna tap it.
I did. I tried to do that, but I was like, it ain't even worth it. Like, if he gone, whatever.
Now, was he at a kid mute? No, I ain't even gonna do that.
Nah, he was at the Tupac exhibit.
Tupac? Oh, okay. And he was in a picture by himself? Who took the picture?
No, he was taking photos and videos of the exhibit.
And see, too, man, maybe it's like that because maybe the Most High is preparing you for somebody that's on your level. That's not gonna come with their representative. You get what I'm saying?
I dig that.
And oftentimes, too, you got to look at it, too, man. You need somebody that's equally yoked to you. Because look at the village you come from. And you don't want nobody to break that generational blessing or gift that your family has paved the way for you to continue to lead. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Real talk. So, you know, a goddess or a queen can't be with a peasant. How the fuck that's gonna look on your resume?
Come on now,
man. You know,
I've had enough of those.
Man, see, you gotta put that bulletproof on. Let me go on a date. Let me just go on a date with you, sit across, and then I'll put my hand up and or throw a flag when a nigga tripping. Like, nah, we can't be doing that. Brothers, stop the bullshit, man.
Please.
Y'all chasing them away from me.
If you're not gonna be serious,
don't do it.
Stay away.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Playing games and just let me know we playing life or something. I don't know, but.
Well, that's the thing, man. We live in such a falsified time era, man. People don't want to just be themselves. You know, everybody's so afraid to be themselves, and IG has got people like,
yes,
man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On some fraudulent stuff.
Yeah, fraud for sure.
So let me ask you this deep question: passion and purpose. What's your passion and what's your purpose? Jeez. Oh yeah, I get deep.
I see. I was not ready. My passion is to get those who are of timeless, or rather who are of substance with timeless music in front of the world. My purpose, that's a good question. I've never thought about that. I don't think I have. I'm always thinking about everybody else aside from myself.
Likewise, shout out to us. Yeah, you're a water sign, so yeah.
Oh, what you?
I'm a Scorpio.
Oh, you know what I was gonna say? I was gonna say Pisces. Well, I can see Scorpio. You can't hate on a water sign.
I'm not.
Oh, come on.
I'm not. I hear you though.
My purpose.
And I wanted to ask you that because you seem like you have a purpose for helping other people. It's
yeah.
just, you know?
Yeah. That's all. That's been a thing since I was little.
Yeah, with no ulterior motives. You know?
Yeah, that's I believe that may be it. If I do have more, then I will definitely let you know. But that's all I really.
Well, you think about that because we ain't going nowhere. We're going to take a quick break, man. Shout out to our sponsor, the Legato Collection, baby. We live. We in the building. Jasmine, Sweet, J5TH. Shout out to the absent LP. And Mexico, DJ F&J, y'all. We'll be back, man, with more from the Patio PolitiCz. Let's get it.
All smiles, no trouble. If you rollin' with me, ain't no nigga like me. I'ma show you, baby. I'ma make you mine. All smiles, no trouble. If you rollin' with me.
Justice, I assure you, will be served.
You want to restore the community, you have to restore order and instill fear in the people.
Me and you both know how this ends.
Yeah, we damn sure do know how it ends. It ends here. Because if we don't protect our people and land, who else will? Because it damn sure ain't the church.
Niggas don't anymore out here like me.
That's what they want us to believe. And we're not born monsters. Circumstances, poverty, and pain turns us into that monster.
You trust me? Come here. I want to help you ease your anxiety if you allow me to. I think it's magical how kisses slow down time. I can make your spirit move at the pace of the earth when your lips meet mine. Life is so much better when you slow down. We're so in a rush just to go nowhere when the best place to be is right here. Making a positive out of all the negatives.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3,
2. And I'm about to drop this drop because it was expensive getting this shit.
You are now
there
rocking
we go.
with the Patio PolitiCz.
Yes, man. Shout out to Jasmine Sweet. That's here. How your cup doing?
It's good. I got a little refill.
Okay, I'm still babysitting mine, a little bit. It's gonna be one of them days for me. But shout out to the Legato Collection, baby. Shout out to the Legato Collection, our sponsors, man. If y'all didn't check out the commercial, then that means your ass tapped in late, and you should be ashamed of yourself and not be on CP time, but be on PP time, Patio PolitiCz time. All right. So, before we closed out, we was talking about passion and purpose. Unplugged LA.
Unplugged LA.
Let's talk about that, man. Now, I know you said it was a friend of yours. Is somebody you grew up with, met in college, and then you get into it?
No. Okay, so after I left, or after I was stopped out of
I was about to say, don't say you left. And we
I
lying.
was stopped out of CSUN. I know. After I was stopped out of CSUN, I decided, again, you say safe haven, I say sheltered.
The village.
When I got my car, it was definitely over. I started promoting in Hollywood. So 18 and up clubs, I was like 19 at the time, whatever. And I was out all the time. I was meeting promoters, meeting artists, meeting different people. And one of the promoters that I used to promote with when I was 19, 20, I linked up with him for Unplugged LA.
Got you.
And he had made a post in regards to Unplugged LA, and I was already thinking about like I want to discover talent. Like this is something that I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw the flyer, I immediately hit him like I want to be a part.
Yeah.
He was like, all right, cool. So he gave me the first date. He did all the talent the first time around. Excuse me. He did all the talent the first time around, and then we went back to the drawing board, flipped it, and made it into what it is.
So you don't have to like share your secrets, but going back to the drawing board, what does that look like after the first event?
Oh, I feel like
did you guys have meetings?
We had meetings. We had phone calls, lunches, brunches, dinners.
Did you know after the first one, like, okay, it's not just a regular type of thing?
I wasn't afraid of it, but I wasn't sure of it either. It was still new.
Got you.
But I knew that everything that my name was attached to, it had to be of quality. That's definitely another thing that my parents told me, like, you need to make sure that you always stand out and people remember you, and whatever is tied to you needs to be great.
Real talk.
So I made sure that everything that was tied to me was great. So that show was tied to me.
Yeah.
It was also my child, and I wanted it to be great. And that's what it is. That's what it was.
Now, taking you back to the first show, how was that whole experience? What was it like the first show? Was you nervous? Because it's different from the other parties that you were promoting. That was just all club shit, right?
Right. It was all parties.
So this is now performance, and it's a lot that goes into that. You got to make sure the sound is accurate, you know.
Right. And I didn't know anything about that.
Sound
check. I didn't know nothing about a sound check. I didn't know nothing about like any of the text. But for the first show, I was mainly just the door girl. Second, third time around, then I got a little bit more involved each time it progressed. Up until because we were at Stir in Sherman Oaks. Moved from Stir, and then that's when we went to Hollywood, went to the Study. The Study was a whole different beast.
Yes.
It's on Hollywood Boulevard. Anybody could walk through the door at any time. It was a whole beast on its own. But I believe I flourished a little bit more when I was definitely challenged at the Hollywood location.
And why is that?
It was just different. Like the people, you were now dealing with teams.
Yeah.
Artists who have teams.
Yeah.
Artists who have management. They may have A&Rs. They might bring in maybe a prospect as far as like if they were if they were shopping labels. Those labels might come out. Those big producers tied to those labels, they might come out. So it was a different level of beast that I had to present to be present in that time.
And did it ever like present any anxiety over your like overwhelmness? Or was it all the time, or just
did it? No, they were definitely okay. So I would say for the majority of my time that I was there, I was stressed out. Wow. I was stressed out so bad one year. I had to have surgery because I had found a lump in my chest.
Wow. From stress. Wow.
From stress. I tend to carry a lot of weight on me, whether I am in a leader position or not.
Yeah.
Because people already expect so much from me.
Yeah.
To be able to take care of certain things if they arise, and that's why I'm hired to do these things.
Yeah.
Because under pressure, most of the time, I'm able to keep my cool and figure it out.
Yeah. And you didn't have no outlet for like that stress?
Did I have an outlet? The bar. I wasn't an alcoholic though.
Yeah, no.
But the bar helped. I made sure that still pampered myself,
Mm-hmm.
hair and nails.
Mm-hmm.
I still made sure that I had my me time, take me out to lunch, to dinner. I even would go to hookah.
Mm-hmm.
They used to clown me about hookah. You hookah? We all smoke weed. It's like, I can't smoke weed, so I'm going to do what I can do. And I'm going to go smoke hookah. Even one year, they bought me a vape.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even do the vape. The vape is way too much for me. I can do the hookah, but I can't do the vape.
That's crazy. And I think too, maybe you endure it. Now, were you stressing more than the actual person who's putting it together?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it should have been yours.
Absolutely.
You know,
I feel that way because a lot of the times when I would hear from guests or artists who may or may not have been frustrated, they would come to me.
Yeah.
Because they didn't necessarily feel heard from them.
Upper management.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but my thing was, we were both upper management.
Exactly.
We just both, after a while, we both didn't have each other's back. Like, I can accept that too.
Yeah.
Because there was a time where I just completely, like, I gave up.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no point. It's way too much stuff going. It's too many heads. I can't.
And did you see a shift when it wasn't how it was at the beginning, going into the later years of it?
Later years with me there or them there now?
Nah, with you there. We ain't talking about.
No, there was definitely a. Are you talking about shift as in like attitude shift or like level of the show shift or personal shift?
Just not the personal, but just seeing the changes in the upper management, seeing maybe the greed in certain things, just where you will be working, kind of can tell like,
no. Yeah, definitely.
This ain't what it used to be. This ain't what I signed up for initially.
Yeah, yes. I can say yes and I can say no too.
Mm-hmm.
I can say no because that person was over finances. That was something that me and him had talked about early on in the years. Said, do you want to be the money man or me? And I need you to let me know if you don't have enough money. I was still working at the law firm, so I still have income coming.
Yeah, exactly.
So if something needs to be taken care of, let me know. Put that money to the side. You got to pay this person or whatever service that they provide, and not have this over our head. But it was still so many secrets I didn't know until I left.
So was it a I, me thing with the money?
Yes.
Yeah, greed.
Yeah.
It's one of the 7 deadly sins that a lot of people don't know about, and when that shit get on you and you don't get it off or shake it off, it'll consume you.
Yeah.
It'll take over like a motherfucker, and a lot of people don't see that.
Yeah, there was greed, and there was also a tad bit of jealousy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Another 7 deadly. See?
Jealousy.
See?
Jealousy, greed. Yeah.
And see, that's the thing, man. It's so sad. Now, what was the initial purpose of coming up with Unplugged from your perspective?
Like I really said, like, I wanted to give people who normally would not have a platform to have a platform. Yes. The people that were overlooked, because, you know, most of the people, even now and back then, they're small. They can sing, but they can't sing.
Yeah, not for real.
I wanted to give maybe the big girl that was overlooked a chance that could sing,
that could really sing her ass off,
tear the whole house down. I wanted to give her that space, and that's what it came to be. And I mean, politics got tied in, but I still fought for those people. Because those people were important to me. Those people were the people that would tell other people about the show and tell people about myself.
Those are the people who need the opportunities.
Right.
Now, when you say politics, are you meaning like these people are getting overlooked by actual name or signed artists and pushed to the side? Have you guys ever encountered that on the show where you'll have a whole lineup set and, you know, you say you was on Hollywood and it's like, okay, y'all,
and
Tank coming through, and then now the whole it turned into a Tank concert. I'm just using him for example.
I mean, I don't want to say it like turned into a concert, but the focus does shift.
Yeah.
Sometimes when that person does come in.
You killed the morale of an indie artist.
I forgot about Ludacris came in. Yeah, I forgot Ludacris came in. Maya came in a couple times. She was always great, but
did Luda come in and perform?
No,
or he just came to
chill.
Okay.
We had a lot of people that just came to chill. That was probably up the street at a studio, or maybe they were leaving from eating to just like come in.
Yeah.
So, and then we had my guy Mars was also a part of the show too.
That's dope.
So his people that he worked with, T.I. and Mikey Keys, and yeah.
That's dope. It kind of remind me I don't know if you familiar R&B Live.
Yep. Mike.
Yeah.
Mike.
It was it was years ago. Yeah, they had it down in somewhere in Hollywood years ago in like 2006, 2007, 2008, and but it wasn't for indie artists. They have like maybe one or two, like an Anthony Hamilton to come through
and a headliner.
And those type of people, and they come and shut down the whole club, and that's why I kind of was infatuated with the whole Unplugged, just seeing it online when Tyree used to post it, because I'm like, man, this is dope for indie artists. This actually gives them that R&B live feel, because that shit used to crack.
Yeah.
Everybody was in there, but you guys did it on a scale where it's for undiscovered artists who can potentially get discovered, which was a blessing.
Right. That was the goal, and that was always my goal. That's what I always just said. Aside from you have to have substance and quality and all that.
Yeah.
My thing was to get these people in front of not only potential new fans, but to get them in front of these executives, these A&Rs, and these CEOs.
Yes.
That was always my thing. Even if they were to just go straight up to the artist and not come to me, I'm fine with that. You did your work, and this is what you're rewarded with.
Yeah, real
so
talk.
Yeah. But that was always a thing.
And I'm sorry to cut you off. Did the individual you was working with, did they come support you when you went in the hospital for your surgery and all that?
No.
Wow. Did they know?
Oh man, did they? Yeah, they knew. It wasn't. I mean, it was important, but it wasn't life threatening. We found out that it was benign. But I don't know. I don't think I expected them to.
But my thing is,
do that.
Was you in the hospital?
I was for that day, and I came home.
Did you get surgery?
It was outpatient.
Oh, outpatient.
Yeah.
Shit. You had surgery?
I did.
Oh, it's life threatening.
I still have the.
Yeah, it's life threatening. Yeah, they should have been here. Real talk.
They were. I think it was BET weekend, so it was a big week, I guess. But yeah, no, I didn't.
And see, that's
whole nother conversation.
No. I'm with you. That, but I'm saying like that pisses me off. Just the water signs. We givers. We're natural born givers to people, and it's like I believe that's when friendships are the most challenged.
Yeah.
When it comes times to BET Awards or somebody that helps you build this empire in the hospital, something gotta give. Now, what's gonna give? Your status, your greed, or your friendship or bond to creating something that can change generations because it's bigger than you. And that's the sad and unfortunate part, And that's another reason too. Like we put together this platform is to not only praise and edify unsung heroes like you, sheroes like yourself, but to preach discernment. We gotta start having that because it's a lot of snakes that's our complexion, but they're not for us. They're for self. And God has put us on this earth for a specific reason to do specific things. You know what I'm saying? And when I hear stories like this, outpatient or not, a nigga should have been pulling up.
I mean,
You
there was
feel me?
another situation.
It's 100 BET Awards.
And
was this recent BET Awards?
No, this was...
Like what year? Because they all been garbage.
I left 2018. It had to be 17. Maybe
anything after probably 2010 with the BET Awards has been garbage. So what?
I love the BET. No, I'm playing. No.
Just keeping it a buck. Like
No, like I've had a situation where I'm not going to go into detail and I'm not going to say who did what, but there was one night where I actually got hit. Like I got punched.
What?
And I was supposed to go on a date. I pulled up to show, and I had a table that I had to help out because they wanted bottles. So I go out, take care of them. They upgraded their bottles. Cool. I get the tip. I'm sitting down, but I'm leaving because I had a date. And my friends were like, "Oh, you should stay. We're not gonna drink all this by ourselves. There's just two of them." So I stayed for a little while. I told my dates, like, I'm stuck here for a minute. You know, hopefully we can still see each other. If not, then we can make another day. And then the show comes. I stand up. I get punched in the back of the head, and I fall to the couch. And I was just like, "What just happened?" So.
And this is in the venue.
This is at the venue.
Wow.
And that night I should have went to the hospital. I didn't. I ended up going that next day. They gave me Narco and some nausea medicine. But I did not hear from anybody on the team in regards to how I was doing.
What?
Yeah, so I believe that hurts me more than than the surgery.
Yeah, no, that's real. And y'all had security and all that shit.
Security and everything.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
See, and that's the thing. Like, it be stories like that piss me off. These are the type of motherfuckers that gotta be policed. For what? You get what I'm saying? Was that the straw that broke the camel's back with that?
No.
No? Oh, you forgot you a Cancer. Take us water signs.
No, it took time for me to leave. It took time for me to really leave. Because that was also my child, and I was fighting for it just as much as he was.
Come on.
And I of course, I stuck around way longer than I should have, for sure. But when I started hearing things or when I wasn't getting paid because he was the money man, or I would hear things like, "You address me the correct way, and I'll pay you," and I was just like,
"Oh, now you're a god.
All right, I'm out. That's it.
Wow,
it's done." I didn't go back. I never went back.
Man. And what is never mind. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna take a quick break, man. We got more with Jasmine Sweets. Your man J5TH. You get what I'm saying?
All smiles, no trouble. If you rollin' with me, ain't no nigga like me. I'ma show you, baby, I'ma make you mine. All smiles, no trouble. If you rollin' with me.
You trust me? Come here. I want to help you ease your anxiety if you allow me to. I think it's magical how kisses slow down time. I can make your spirit move at the pace of the earth when your lips meet mine. Life is so much better when you slow down. We're so in a rush just to go nowhere when the best place to be is right here. Making a positive out of all the negatives.
My mom passed away when I was 14, so I ended up getting 4 other moms, and I took from each one, and as I saw their characters, it taught me how to grow into a woman.
The biggest obstacle and challenge that I faced along the way is self-sabotage.
I'm constantly growing. I've made mistakes. I've made things that I've had to go back and correct. That's all part of the process.
Because of my dark skin, and my thick thighs and my big booty. For a long time, I fed into what Hollywood or America said that I wasn't.
I hate people say that you're not gonna do that, you're not gonna be able to make it, you're not good enough. That inspires me.
I really follow the cats in the game that stick to code, ethic, just morals.
I like to humble myself in front of people to show them that it can be done.
What I feel that sets me aside is having God by my side, because He is the one that makes me unique, and He is the one that gives me the strength in order to make myself seem unique.
Dr. King, he was love. Malcolm X, he was love. Love in this business will get you killed. You have to set an example. You have to draw a line. When they see that line, and if they cross it, there will be hell to pay. They must know that.
¿Lo tienes?
You are now rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
Yes. We back with the lovely, beautiful Jasmine Sweet.
Thank
you still
you.
babysitting?
Yeah.
Shit,
that's what I do. I sip. I tell everybody I sip.
Shit, after that convo, man, I'm gonna have to chug this. What's that you said? You got outsed out of CSUN? Was that what
They call it stopped out.
Damn.
Like, stopped out.
Yeah, I thought you said stumped out. I'm like,
Nah,
whoa.
they call it stopped out.
Stopped out. Okay. I seen one of my comrades agreeing in the back. Is that what happened? Everybody can't be a red apple like T, man. T finished, man. And he just hit me up. He hit me up, man. Shout out to T and K in the back, man, my brothers. So, on the brighter side and greater side of things, when are you starting yours?
I've been looking for venues,
Hey.
and I feel like I need to just go and visit and be in person, because they've mainly been emails.
Mm-hmm.
And that's only because I've been busy juggling clients, and I'm assistant to Sean Garrett.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot going on.
Because I was going to get into that, too. How did that come about? Networking?
Unplugged LA.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Unplugged LA. It wasn't all bad. It was great. Like, people see great work ethic.
Real talk.
Um,
And this was in the midst of you working when this happened.
Yeah, so Max Goose, Monica Payne, shout out to Artistry Group. My peoples. They came through a couple times, bought us a few artists to perform on stage, just see how they would do. And those artists are actually doing great. Doing a lot of modeling, commercials, placement work. Monica signed. She has V. Bozeman under her belt, and V. Bozeman is doing amazing. But both Max and Monica have been to Unplugged a few times.
Okay.
And I always made sure that I was hospitable. It always goes back to being, hospitable. Taking care of them. Bringing them if they wanted a glass of wine, make sure that their seat was okay, which is usually right in front of the stage, and just keep in contact with them.
Yeah.
During COVID, I started my own show, Sweet Serenade, which is on IG Live. It was a R&B night, date night, ladies night in. It was on Saturdays.
Okay.
So I would literally have people from East Coast, down South, North, West Coast, and we would all just come together and listen to R&B, and they would sing sing, and I had a DJ, and it was a thing. And Max caught on to it, and he had already knew me before through Unplugged and also After Church LA. And Max was like, hey, can you come into the office? This and it's like, I didn't even ask what it was for.
Yeah.
It's like, it's Max Goose. Go see Max Goose.
Yeah.
So I went in, and he was like, he's like, hey Jazz, how you been? And I was like, I'm good, thanks. And he was like, so do you know why you're here? Or what are you here for? And I said, no, but you called, so I came, and we're here now. So he was like, he's like, okay, well, I want you to be a part of Artistry Group. I said, hell yeah. Like, I asked a couple questions, but I was just like, all right, cool. Like, I'm cool with that.
So this is like a separate like type of group or job. What do they specialize in? Management,
branding,
Gotcha.
A lot of placement work. They have expansion is like across the board because they work with Ben Crump too.
Oh wow,
they're his management.
That's crazy.
So Ben Crump, there's D Beck. He does most of like the sports stuff. So we're ventured into sports.
Wow. So not just
into
music.
Politics, acting. Yeah, they have a film side. Bookings for clubs and stuff like that. Deja, shout out to her. We have publicists that are a part of the crew as well. One contract, Kendall, shout out to you, Kendall, I love you. And then the rest of it, it's really like a team effort.
That's dope.
When we have drops and artists are just coming in, we have to do like team calls and talk to people. We just signed Amaretta. Amaretta was the young lady that made the Not From Atlanta.
Okay, yeah.
Not From Atlanta. Yeah, the one that's going crazy down there right now. Like,
yeah.
So she's with us. There's, I said V Bozeman already. We have, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this. This is an exclusive. Ro James. Now.
Shout out to Ro, talented.
Like we have a few others, but that's all I can think about for right now. But from there, I think maybe a month later, after I'd given him the green light, he came out of left field with a text with Sean Garrett. It's like, hey Jazz, Sean, this is your assistant Jasmine Sweets, you can call her for whatever. And I'm just like, Sean Garrett.
Yeah.
Sean Garrett he wrote for Chris Brown and oh my God. And I was going crazy at the same time. I was like, okay, keep it together.
Yeah.
Keep it together. But there was a time where I did like thank him for his contribution and like what he does do.
Real talk.
And he was very gracious, great guy.
Because I'm certain he get the accolades, but he kind of don't in a sense.
Yeah, no. They definitely sometimes don't give him the respect like he's
deserved. Yeah, real
absolutely.
Talk. From both R&B and rap.
Yeah, and then that's the other thing too. Like he's not just in rap and R&B. He's also in pop. He's done a record with Enrique Iglesias.
See, that's crazy.
The Pussycat Dolls, Buttons, that song.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He wrote that too.
Yeah.
Like he does a lot.
Damn.
He's written a lot. Beyonce.
Do you ever catch yourself fanning? Being a fan, like when you're around them or whatever the case may be, you're talking to them on the phone?
So here's the deal. I've only met Sean in person one time. And it was random because he had came into town. I don't even think I knew he was coming into town. And Max had texted me and was like, hey, meet us here. We're coming here, just to talk, hang out, whatever. And it was like, and I say a whole nother level. It was a whole nother level of greatness.
Yeah. Just being around that.
Just being around him and being around our executives, soaking in what they would talk about, how they would spark up conversation. Because I'm there and I'm listening, so I'm going back and forth and
just soaking all of it in.
Yeah, but I'll pick up my phone and Max will be like, "Why are you on your phone? Put your phone down."
Yeah, like you should be listening.
You should be talking.
Yeah.
Talk to us. And I was like, okay. So then I'll ask, there's another guy that's linked to us, but he has his own company, Adam Small. He manages some producers and some songwriters. And this is when Best Friend, Sweetie, and Doja Cat had just been out. So I was asking him questions about that. And I was like, so what do you mean by this? And the dynamics. And he was just like, oh, I just mean like, response and da-da. And I was like, oh, okay. And it kind of almost made me feel like, I don't want to say small or like, I don't want to say small, but it made me feel like it was like of course, why are you asking me this question?
Yeah. Nah, but you was where you were supposed to be.
I was asking a question, right? Like, I'm trying to gain knowledge. But when I met Sean was very nice. Handshake, gave each other a hug. I wish I would have got a picture, but I didn't. Because at the time, I was like, I work for this guy. So it is what it is. Like, if you believe me, you believe me. If you don't, it's fine.
And at y'all mean, was it just real intimate, just a few of y'all?
It was probably maybe 7 or 8 of us.
Yeah.
Rooftop, West Hollywood. It was
extremely intimate.
It was nice. It was nice. It was really nice.
Now, did you learn a lot of things though? Just being around that type of upper echelon and money.
Yeah. Save.
Yeah.
Save.
Yeah.
Save your money. Save your money. Although most of the time when we do go out, the higher ups usually take care of it. But just for future reference from myself, when I do reach that height, save.
Yeah.
You're gonna have those important meetings.
And now let me ask you, do you see yourself sitting and being ahead or the star in one of the meetings in the future?
Yeah.
Yeah? How soon? 5, 10 years? What we looking at?
I give myself 4.
4? Come on, man.
I'll give myself 4.
So when are you gonna do Jazz's, we ain't gonna call it Unplugged, we gonna
Sweet Serenade.
Yeah, that right there. In person. When
these people call me back.
Have you wrote it down?
Yeah, I have.
Is it on a vision board?
Yeah.
Don't lie to me, Jazz.
No, I swear. I'm telling you the truth. I got it. Like, it's locked in. I have it. I've talked to all my friends who may have a connect with those different venues. I've been putting in some work, but I still need to get the final. Final.
Now let me ask you, if you had the chance to pick a dream venue, what does that venue look like for?
Oh my God. I'm just gonna say the venue. Shoo Shoo Baby downtown. So Shoo Shoo Baby is kind of small, but the way it looks from the outside, it's a lounge, but it's not closed in. So there's a huge window that's there. I believe there might be a pull down cover just in case it rains or something. But it's open and it's right across the street from Joey's on 7th.
Oh yeah, okay, wow.
So that's my dream. The inside is the vibe that I want. There's nice tables and chairs. The bar is crazy. Those bartenders are great. That's my dream venue. The chandeliers.
Have you reached out to
couch? Yes, multiple times. But like I said, I feel like I need to physically go.
Yeah, I was about
down
to say,
there.
man, they ain't answering. Pull up on that.
Yeah, I physically need to go down there.
Yeah, the only thing they can tell you is no for now.
Right.
For now. If they do that. So when you going? You gotta hear it. Y'all listening, right?
Next week, y'all.
Y'all hear that, right?
I'm going next week.
Y'all hear that? She's saying she going, right?
Next week.
Y'all listening?
Next week.
Nah, for real. For real.
Yes, I would love that, Tyree.
And would it be the same way you had it at
Nope.
the other? So what would make it different?
This would be strictly R&B.
Okay. So the other one had rap too, or
yeah, we were open.
Oh, to any just like an open mic.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
well, it wasn't necessarily an open mic, but it was open.
Got you.
We didn't hold back.
Mm-hmm.
We had poets. We had the other thing we did have was musicians, and a lot of those musicians have excelled.
Wow.
Like they are playing for Snow Allegra and JoJo.
That's
and but that was the goal.
That was the goal. That was I was about to say that.
That was the goal. And even a lot of the people that did sing, they sing with Kanye, with Sunday Service.
Yeah.
A lot of people are doing stuff on their own. Like they leveled up.
See, but look who's a frontier of that, man. All praises. So now it's time for you to offspring on your own and create that same vibe, just more genuine.
Right. Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying?
I couldn't be any other way.
Y'all know a shot was gonna come, man.
They shooting.
It might come right now, minus the Tony Montana shit that was going on. So look, man. I know that's gonna fly over a lot of people here. Jazz caught it, but look, man. What can we expect from you in the soon future, man? Besides that, because I'm gonna be asking you. I need her number so I can hit her. I'm gonna hit her on social media and be like, "Did you go to the spot? Shoo baby downtown for real.
Shoo baby downtown off 7th across the street from Joey's.
Nah, for real. We need this type of push from each other.
We do. Absolutely.
We got to start holding each other accountable. We soldiers. We soldiers for the Most High. We moving, blessing people. So we gotta, we can be so drawn into the negativities in life, but we need to start adding to the positivities in life. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta hold each other accountable for the greatness in us, and I see it in you.
Thank you.
So let us know, what can we expect in this soon future?
You can expect more Jasmine Sweets pizzazz. More love, more life. More art, more music. Not from me because I can't sing, but from other people.
But you are musically inclined. Brandy or Monica, real quick.
Brandy.
Damn. See, I thought you were gonna.
But
change
you know
it.
what? But no. Let me get this out. Monica can sing her ass off.
Yeah. Like, so why Brandy? You gotta.
Brandy can sing her ass off too. But okay, I have to be a little biased. Brandy is from LA.
Yeah.
Brandy was my first cassette tape. That tells you how old I am.
Damn, man.
But Brandy was my first
so what was
cassette
it?
tape.
What I Want to Be Down or Best Friend?
Brandy.
The whole album?
album.
Oh, the whole album. Damn, yeah. Okay. You took me back.
Brandy. The whole album, yeah.
Damn.
It was Best Friend, baby.
You just complicated it for me now saying that. So we got to go home team, huh?
But Monica can. I can't take that away from. She can sing.
Yeah. See,
she's definitely anointed.
Yes, she is. See, we can have this debate because Sid Wild Self ain't here to be.
Oh my God, no.
All over you. You like, man? You already.
No, it's Monica.
Yeah.
Or no, it's Bobby Brown. We said Monica or
Stevie Wonder versus R. Kelly. What? Sid.
He did say that. But you know what? I let him have it, and y'all saw me. I let him have that. I was just like, okay.
You just see me. I almost threw this damn thing. Like, man, I'm not about it. He gonna knock Jazz out the seat, man. All right, man.
He say Stevie Wonder was the king of R&B, or he was the best.
He said his catalog can match R. Kelly's.
Oh, yeah.
It was blasphemous. It was.
No, it's nowhere near. They're not even in the same.
That's what he.
Two totally different.
Then he said Ray Charles. That's when I took a shot. He had me lit. I think he did that shit on purpose. All right, Sid, I got you, man. You probably was just doing that to.
Come on, see it.
Yeah, give me high blood pressure.
Just celebrated a birthday too. Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, man. Wild ass Pisces, my brother, my rider. So let the world know and the people how to get in contact with you.
You can get in contact with me on Instagram at Jasmine_Sweets. That is JS as in Sam, M as in Mary, I, N as in Nancy, E_Sweets, like sweetheart or candy.
Or like sweet tea that y'all just got from
Sweet
Jasmine.
tea.
Sweets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the Patio PolitiCz, man. Look, Jazz, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
This ain't gonna be the last, right?
No,
we gotta do another panel.
And I'll have the venue.
There it is. She's gonna have it, and we declaring and decreeing that she gonna have that.
Yes.
Shit. Real talk. Patio PolitiCz, the beautiful Jasmine Sweets. Make sure y'all follow her. Keep her in y'all prayers as we will be doing. Man, it's the Patio PolitiCz. Shout out to LP, the host, DJ Infant J.
Yes.
Man, my team in the back, T Mills.
Shout out to the team.
Killer K. And Jasmine, the Tank fan. On that note, man, it's the Patio PolitiCz, and we out like this.
We hope you stay on.